Okay, going into YouTube right now. Perfect. Now I'm in YouTube. Okay, good morning. And I'm super excited this morning because I'm going to give you a preview of something that is happening soon. Hold on, let me keep meeting people. Okay. One of the things that we always wanted to do and always done is, and probably because when I started in the business, as you know, many years ago, I didn't have any guidance. My upline was brand new, and his upline, that was my upline too. Uh, he was an interesting guy, so interesting that the guy was in jail. We didn't have support, and he went to jail after he was signed up. Of course, the guy was signed up through an ad, my upline, and he didn't know him very well. He went to jail not because what he was doing in the company, just something else that he was doing in the past, and I never found out really the reasons. But we didn't know what to do in the business. We started from zero, and and one of the things that is interesting is that hold on a second, please. Somebody else. Okay. All right. Yeah, some of the thing that was interesting is that we learn on our own. We got to buy a book, etc. And then it's when I got when my business started growing. My goal always was to have great training. That when somebody came in, they have the information. And we created the first training. That was before the internet was popular. Everything was manually. We created a whole training that was it was print out. Probably it was like 25 pages in print out, but about everything that was needed at the time, how to create your story, the first talks, etc., etc., etc. And then later, when the internet became very good, then we start moving the internet to the internet, the trainings. I don't know if anybody, oh yeah, the Wilkerson were and isogenics, we created something called howtogetgoing.com that was on the internet. And that became one of the top training, not only in our team, but many other teams were using it. When we came in here, of course, we wanted to do the same thing. And that's when we created the training that you see. As a matter of fact, we are going to go into that in a second. Let me share my screen. And then after I share my screen, all right, oops. Okay, sharing my screen. That's when we came up with the training that you see. I'm not sharing it now. Come on, what happened? Like I say, interesting. There's a new button that always interesting.
Not just one, and then
Okay,
not
make sure you.
Now, it just starts with a coffee shop.
Okay, somebody is on the background. Let me see here. Okay, all right, I can mute it now. Okay, perfect. Okay. Okay, we created this site. And and the site, the idea was created because it's everything, in my opinion, that we need for the business is there. If you go there and you had the welcome start. What do you do first? And that's when we had the welcome letter. Why you have to have the smart ship? How to download the 3 app that we are going to go into that in a second. The community, Facebook, join the community. I mean, the team calendar, everything is happening all every day every day and every week in our team, out in the company too. Also, we have the back office tour and the 3 wallet where you can set up your 3 wallet, the basic training, the product education, and the team trainings and recording. Now, product education, we have it there obviously because we want to make sure, and it's very complete. When you go there, it's everything about the business, the products, everything. I mean, there's no one thing that's not there. Every question that is gonna come is there. I'm not exaggerating. Every questions, everything about the product. When many people say, "Well, where is the medical research?" Well, it's here. Many of these things, by the way, are also in the app. As when you check out your app. Then all the information of each product, and with videos, etc. And then extra, because sometimes people want to say they ask where the products are manufacturing. We have certifications. Everything's there. There's nothing that is not there. Every questions. And how do we know that every question? Because every question that has been asked to us in the past, the answer is there. When I mean everything, I'm not exaggerating. The business training is cool because when you come here into the business training, it's the 5-point recruiting system that we are going to go into that in a second. It's basically the steps to build the business. There really are 4 steps, and then the 5th one is the onboarding that we do with your team, or we do with our team. But first, make your list, etc. And you see, you click here, and then you get the list. Share your story. Everything's there. And make your list. You get here, and then you have a form where you can make the list. I mean, as you see, let me move this, the light. Okay, all right. Okay, as you see, every step, how to share your story, etc. Now, and I'm showing you this because some of you already know it. Here are all the different things that I need. And the step 2, we have connecting and inviting, what to say in connecting and inviting. And when you click here, the cool thing is that all these are links. Tracking forms, etc. Now, oops, I closed it. Our legacy. Okay, let me go back to sorry, tracking forms. Okay, tracking forms, the basic DMO, core tree, everything's linked here, and this is the steps, and with the links to the different tools. Now, we know we are getting more and more into where to have information is here, like step 3, the presenting tools, step 4, step 5. But now we are going into the app now. We are putting everything that you see right now in the app. And the reason is because we feel that a lot of people prefer to have everything in one place. Plus, I think it's much easier to access. And I'm going to share right now the new app, the thing that I'm working on. You don't see it yet because we have not activated for a team. And as soon as it's activated to the team, you can access. But there is a lot that has been done already. And the cool thing that everything that you need about the training, not only everything to prospect is going to be in your app, but everything that you need about the training is going to be the app. And I'm going to go right there, right now to the app. And we are going to go in deeper training later, when I mean later, a different time. But here, let me share the app, and you tell me if, okay. Okay, can you see the app? If somebody can tell me, I cannot see the. Oh,
yes,
shoot.
we can see it. Now it's blank.
And now disappear again. No?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you have to tell me because I cannot see. Okay, you see
it's
the app.
on.
Perfect.
We can see it.
Okay. Now, when you go to the bottom, there's something called as more, the 3 little dots. Okay. When you go to the little dots, there are 3 different things. But we are going to be talking about one of them. And the reason is because we are talking about the onboarding. You click on Vaults, and I recommend to anybody to go to this part to learn, because the new app is amazing. It's amazing. I'm not going to go, like I say, in a deep training. I'm going to do another training later where I'm going to show including the site builder. That's an amazing thing. But anyway, but let me go to Vaults. Okay, I click on Vaults and nothing is coming. Oh, here it is. You see Legacy Makers, Personal Vault, Legacy Makers Spanish, Vaults training videos, and 3 corporate. When you look in yours, you don't have Legacy Makers or Legacy Makers Spanish yet. those are links that as soon as it's ready, you are going to have a link. And when you get that link, it's going to be added to your vault. You are going to have it in your app. It's going to be. Right now, you don't have it. If you ask me, I don't see it. Yeah, because you don't have it yet. But let me show you what is going to happen. On your app, okay, when you click on Legacy Makers, guess what? Onboarding Basics is there. And when you click Creating Your Own Story, Welcome Letter, Elite, the mentorship that is with the video, the 4-step process, the onboarding training, everything here where they say onboarding basics, because you create your story, you have welcome letter, etc. Let me click on your story to see what you are going to see. You're going to see the writing form that you find today, and then you have a video on how to create your story that is based on what is in writing. All this in your back office. Okay, when people say, what about this? Welcome letter. You click there, and guess what? The welcome letter is there. When you, for example, here where they say the mentorship, okay, guess what? Here is the 5 recruiting, the 5 points. It's all everything here. And then there's a video, 2 videos that go through the 4 steps. One that's the basic, the onboarding that we did last week, and this one the 4-step process. All this in onboarding basics. Now, then when you go to the pay plan, for example, when you click on the pay plan part 1, entry ranks, part 2, the cycles, part 3, how to become a 1 to 3 star, part 4, matching bonus, performance ranks that are the 3-star pro and 3-star elite, how to become, and then the big ranks, and then how to become a 3-star. Although we have a video here to become a 3-star too, but I divided it in 2. And there is a reason. I'm not going to go much in detail. But you see, everything's there, forms, the same. All the forms are here. All this in your app. And the same is going to be in the Spanish. Everything is going to be in the Spanish too. That's so cool. And let me tell you one of the reasons it's so cool too. Because when your team, let's suppose that you have a person in the team and say, okay, go to create a story. Okay. And you can share this creating a story with the person, and you know if the person went through that basic training. If the person is really, and then you see the person is really committed, you say, okay, this is homework, this, and then you send that link. Okay, I'm not gonna go much in details right now. And send to the person, and you know if the person is watching that video, or that link. But this is so cool, because everything is gonna be there. And then there's gonna be a special thing. This is just in the testing right now form, but you see on the corner, this you see it's actually this is like it's gonna be like a fast link. It's gonna replace what we used to have in Shout. It doesn't look at all like that right now because I was testing, but it's gonna have in Shout for those of you that still go to Shout, because we still have it, although it's gonna be canceled as soon as this is ready. You just all the Shout, the most one of the reasons many people use it, although most people are not going there anymore, is for the links. Then we have a whole thing where all those links are going to be found here at the vault, and something similar to this. I was testing this, is why it's not in there. But this is so cool. Really, really cool. And by the way, let me go back here to the site builder just to kind of whet your appetite. You can create sites specific for anything that you want, unlimited sites. And here there are the templates. For those of you that are familiar with Linktree, this is like Linktree. As powerful or more, you can create limited and you don't have to pay. Linktree has a free version, but as soon as you want to be a little more, have more stuff, more videos, etc., you have to have a paid version. Well, here is part of your app. That means that if you have Linktree, and by the way, for those of you that have Linktree, you know how to use it. Well, this is going to be a piece of cake because it's similar, really similar. Okay, you can create virtual business cards as you see here. You can create, have promos, videos, etc. You can create individual sites for all of those. And for example, I created one just for and this is just a test, just for the as you see, it's the kinetics is here, and I just put this is amazing. I mean, this is really, I just testing it, and here a person click, and guess what? The whole information, just about one product, and if the person buy, by the way, and then they say people that like this, they like this too. That's fun, but people can order from here. That's really cool. Okay. All right, this is coming up. Although it's already on your site, if you want to learn how to use it, you don't have to wait for my training. When you go again to the vaults, okay, then go to where it say vault training videos, and when you click in vault training videos, there's our trainings for everything that you need, how to set up your vaults. This is for your personal vaults if you want to set up your own personal trainings, how to create content, how to set up your website, how to create invitations, everything's there. Okay, let me get out of here for a second. Okay, I hope you're seeing the future is here. And it's amazing because everything, and we are going to have, like I said, English, Spanish, and probably French. I have a group in Montreal that they asked me if we could do something in French, and probably we're going to do it now, because right now with AI, I can do a lot of stuff much quicker. But everything is going to be in the app. Everything, all the prospecting, all the training, everything. I mean, still we are going to have the website because many people prefer sometimes to go to the website, but that's okay. Now, also, not only is on your phone, but also is on your desktop version of the app. For people that want to see the big screen, like sometimes I like to see the big screen for things that I'm doing, you can access also on your computer, your desktop, and you can see everything else. Plus, on the desktop, there's something else that you can do. I'm not going to go in detail right now, but something else that you can do that you can't do on the phone. Everything can be done on the phone except one thing that is done in the app, and excuse me, in the desktop version. It's kind of important, but not super important. But like I said, the whole business, like I said before, we want to bring it to what people today make it even better, easier, more convenient. That is having everything on your phone. And we still have it because you can access the website from the phone, but the cool thing is to have it in an app. It's so cool. And I think it's even more efficient. That doesn't mean that it's not efficient to have it on the website, but in the website, sometimes when you access the app website from the phone, it's not the same that if everything is in one place on the app. One of the things that in the app, there's a place where it says my videos that you upload, or we share your link and you see everything that we are uploading. After a while, it's not going to be necessary. You want to have it as great, because by having your sites, you can create sites for each product if you want to. You can create sites for 100% business. You can create so many cool, because you have a limited site and you have a different URL to all of them. You just click and send the link to somebody else. It's amazing. You can have it in 10 languages if you want to, although don't have it in 10 languages, it doesn't make sense. But you can have it in at least the main languages that we are doing right now, English and Spanish, of course, unless you have people that speak Mandarin, etc. And we may have French first before we have Mandarin ourselves in our team, although who knows, because we already have people, a team that are growing in Taiwan and also in Hong Kong, but they are just starting out. But anyway, anybody has any questions about this? Because I think it's an amazing breakthrough, and I wanted to go through that right now to show you what is coming up. It's going to simplify everything. Even if I was talking to somebody on the app and I said, gosh, it's making everything more complex. No, it's making everything simpler. Everything is going to be in one place. And you don't have to create any vault. You just follow the vaults that are there. You have already the corporate vaults. You explain in the app. You have another corporate vault that has videos, by the way, that you can use to download it into your sites or when you send to people. Not only the ones that you have in the regular video or in the app, it's part of the app and then in the corporate vault. But then you are going to have also the training there. And you can even create a vault for yourself with videos that you upload. Instead, it's why you're not going to need your videos, your tools anymore, because you can have your own vault for your favorite videos that are in the internet, that are in our legacy makers, that they are in the official site from Tree, etc. And you can have a whole vault of that. And then you can send people the same thing that you're sending now. It's going to be, like I said, more organized. You have not seen everything because you're going to see more new things in the app by January. They are reorganizing a lot of things, making it simpler. They are using more AI to be the base of the app. That's what they are doing because AI has changed the world. It's making a lot of things much simpler. But and this app, the way that it's going to work, and now the Vault. I don't remember the vault, but if you can create your own vaults, I think you have to have the paid version. You had the vaults even if you had the free version, but then your sites, creating your sites, etc., the paid version, and the whole thing for $9.99 is better than those apps that many companies are selling. That they are selling for $21.95, $19.95, etc., and these are personalized with your business. This is a trip app. And you can still personalize it to whatever you want for you. I love that they are giving us that flexibility or range, because many times when a company creates something, you are tied up to that. Right now, there's an app that is very popular that was created like 10 years ago. It's very limited. I'm not going to say the name, but as soon as they are all over Facebook, always saying one of the things that they say, what your upline doesn't want to tell you, and all stuff, etc. Create, and then when you go to the site, then you create the app. If you want to create an app that's very personalized, you have to pay $10,000 for do it for your team. Now you can use their generic, but the problem with either one is that you cannot move to create anything new. You always have to send the information to them. They change it for you. It's not connected to the company. There's a group that was using it, and still probably is using it as part of Trees. They are not in our team. I hope nobody in our team is using it because they bought that system. They were promoting it to a lot of people in our team, but I don't think anybody got it. I'm glad, because this app is not only cheaper, but it's our app. It's for real our app in every sense. It's not only our company app, but it's so flexible that we can personalize so many things. I love that. Anybody has a question or comments? Wow, that's good. That's good. Okay, let me share my screen a second. Now, the basics of the business and this presentation, by the way, all these presentations are going to be basic, like this one that I'm going to show you now. It's already in the vault, and it's going to have always not only the presentation itself, but it's going to have the link. As a matter of fact, this presentation that was recorded before, it has already the slides. Let me go really quick. Oh, this is for the compensation plan. No, we are not going to go on the compensation plan yet. Here, okay. All right. Now, this is the process that we are going to follow. By the way, we have already a video with this that's on the ourlegacymakers.com. It's already there, and you can go through the same presentation. But these are the 4 steps. Every person that comes in has to do this. I have it in Spanish already, by the way. I'm sure Astrid is excited. This one is specific in Spanish. But the 4 steps. Now, the first one is creating the list. And I'm going to go through the basics, and everybody knows this. Now, the step 1 is so important. And you see the form there, and we already saw the form and the links on the form that we have. The list is the heart of our business. One of the things, okay, let me see. Hold on a second. This is interesting. I cannot now. What happened? Okay. All right. Let me accept people right now. Okay, I probably have to do the presentation like that. I cannot have the two screens right now because the new settings okay. All right. The list is so important. I'm going to do the presentation like this. The list is so important because it's the heart of your business. And this is something that we always are updating. Now, this is the first thing that you do is that now, this is so important. I have the fisherman analogy. That means the more waters you have or lines you have in the water, the more people you are going to have. You are not going to only base on your list, but we are going to have many ways to expand that list. And this is something that I learned early in my career, these 4 steps with a guy, his name is called Burke Hedges, that as soon as he's recovered, I want to have him in a call because he's a legend in network marketing. You have to look for a book, Who Stole the American Dream. It's a book that revolutionized the perception of how deep network marketing is in the 90s, and it still is a bestseller. It's an amazing book by Burke Hedges. Who Stole the American Dream is called. Apply in 1990, apply even more today. Who Stole American Dream? And the book is written in several languages. Burke Hedges is also, he's originally from Cuba, even with his last name. He was the first leader that I ever sponsored in business. I was not making a lot of money, but at the time, I went to an event, I met him and we became friends. And then I signed him up and he became my #1 leader, not only in my team, but in the whole company. Eventually, he was already a multimillionaire. He became multimillionaire, created different companies, etc. But anyway, I learned from him this part, these 4 steps. Create your list, connect and invite, present the opportunity, and follow up. And that was in 1992 or 1993 probably. The list is the heart of your business. I know people say, I don't want to talk to my friends and family. Come on. If you don't do that, then you still are not convinced about how amazing these products are. Are you going to share with strangers? Come on. And the same, the business opportunity. Now, I understand when people getting dubious deals, but thank goodness, this is not a dubious deal. This is a real one. And again, if we want to grow, we don't base just on the list. Eventually, when a person come in, we keep adding more and more things and how you learn to prospect. Okay. Now, the next step is, who do we add to the list? Our friends and family. People who sort of know you, and people that PTA parents, people in the gym, neighbors, some people in the church that we don't know very well, people that we see in Costco all the time. There's, for example, a restaurant that I go once a week because it's a great place to sit down, etc. I became friend already with 2 of the waiters that are amazing people, and I would not be surprised. We are going to have a meeting with, they are going to put together a bunch of buddies and friends that are waiter and waitresses. It's a big restaurant. They have probably about 50 or 60 waitresses. And I want to do a presentation to all of them. And these 2 guys that seem to be the leaders there, we are going to sign up, I'm going to sign up those 2, and then eventually I'm going to expand into the whole area. But anyway, people that you meet everywhere, people that provide you a service, people that cut your hair, you already are giving the money to them. People that fix your car, sell your insurance, they have I would say, the duty to listen to you. They don't have to join you, but they have to listen to you. Social media contacts, etc. The more people we connect, the more lines we are in the water, the more people we are going to reach. People in events and communities. I love trade shows and fairs, not because I want to have a table. I love to go there. First of all, I love shows. Second, I collect business cards or QR codes now, and networking events, etc. Past business contacts, past people that went to school with us, people that have the same interests that we have, and you can find them not only live, but when I mean live in person, but you can have many of these groups on social media, in Facebook, and you can have it in LinkedIn, etc. Referrals. This is one of the most powerful, and we forgot about that. Referral list has always been one of my most powerful lists, especially when I started, because we didn't have anything else. At the time, no internet, no nothing like that, and referrals are so important. and I just give you a highlight. Now, you cannot prejudge anyone. I can't believe how many people say they're talking and say, "Oh, that person has too much money." Come on, with more reason. That people doesn't have any money. With more reason. We connect with everybody. You never know who is gonna be the leader. Mark Janelle, one of my, I talked to about him many times. I have, as a matter of fact, one of his videos is on our Legacy Maker channel. He said that he sponsored the mayor of Austin, Texas, where he was living. He thought he knew everything. By the way, make sure you mute yourself. I know sometimes excited and you forgot that you're not muted. Okay. And then and he said, this guy knows everybody. He's going to make me millionaire. Around the same time, he went to a resort in Colorado, and then he had a VRBO or a condominium rented for about 2 weeks that he was spending there. And then he said that the woman that was coming to clean every day, she saw the products that they were using and then she asked, "What is that?" And he said, "Oh, it's this and this and that." Well, he sponsored her too. Around the same time that he sponsored the mayor, she became a million income earner. The mayor never did anything. You never know. You never know who is going to be the person. It's why you don't prejudge anybody. And we tend to prejudge. Even when we sign up somebody, we say, "Oh, that person is not ready to build a business." How do you know? Now, a fisherman doesn't catch more fish because he's talented or she's talented. It's because he or she has more lines in the water. Think about that. Now, connecting. We have this form. I love it for connecting. You get the list. You fill it up with the people that you want to connect in the next week or 30 days. That would be great if it's in the next week. You write 30 names. 15 people that are going to say yes to look at the business and the products too. And then usually 5 or 6 are going to be enrolled. This form is important. Connecting is very important. And the purpose of connecting is not to explain the business, it's to create curiosity and invite people. Many times people say, "I talk to a lot of people and nothing's happening," because we talk too much. When a person asks you, "Well, tell me more what it is," I wish I could. But let me invite you to a blank. Could be a personal one-on-one, could be a Zoom presentation, etc., where you can see the whole information, because I will not give it, I can't explain it. I want one of my partners to explain it to you. That's it. If that's enough for you, that's okay. But anyway, and here we have an example. I say, create curiosity, invite to watch a presentation, keep it brief and natural, give an easy way out. I came across a business that is very unique, and I really think that you should see it. I wish I could explain it, but you have to see the full presentation. If it is not for you, that's the way out. No problem. I just don't want you to miss out. When can you watch it? Today or tomorrow, or whatever you are doing. Could be a face-to-face presentation. You can invite in people, and there are different other ways. There are casual version, and by the way, you can take pictures of this. But this is already we have already these forms, and it's going to be again at the bottom of the video when the recording is set up, and then I had to upload this too. But anyway, it's so cool. Fast version. Hey, got a minute? You need to see something. I can explain it. Just watch the presentation today or tomorrow. I don't want you to miss out. This is a quick one. We have, the idea is to have people looking at the information every day. Again, keep it short. Be natural. Give them an exit. If this is not for you, no problem. This removes the pressure. A call to action. When can you watch it, or when can you come? The more you do it, the better. And you make sure that you are excited about it. Be yourself, by the way. Their goal is not yes, it's for them to see a presentation. That's the goal of connecting people. Presenting the opportunity. The cool thing that presenting the opportunity, you are using the tools. And when I mean the tools, you can go to a presentation that somebody locally is doing. For example, somebody could be locally doing something in Chicago, could be Kimberly, or could be in Florida, could be the Timmons, or could be Astrid, or could be Nicole in New Jersey, or could be Christine, or could be anybody in California, or a Zoom presentation. And then you explain the opportunity then, or somebody is doing it for you. Very important that you do at least 7 presentations with your upline leader. You don't have to do those at the beginning. And again, could be in person and could be online. Very important. Losing my opportunity, my voice. And here we have how to present the presentation, how to do it. In person are powerful. People love meeting again. If they are local, it doesn't make sense that you are doing a Zoom presentation. You can print the slides or cast the presentation to your TV from your iPad or from your phone or from your computer. Home presentation create comfort, trust. If you are new, do a remote presentation with your leader, and I have a whole presentation about that, and that's already on the vault. How to do a remote presentation, very simple. You do a Zoom like normally you do, but you show it into your TV, and then people are there looking at the Zoom that your upline or your leader is doing. You save money because your leader is not going to be eating your appetizers. You can do online presentations or face-to-face presentations in a coffee place. That's so really cool. You can use recorded presentations. We have recorded presentations on our app, and they are going to be even better. And also, we have it online. We had the business presentation. This picture. You say, what is that? This is in our Legacy Makers channel. And let me see. Somebody ask a question to see. Okay. All right. In case. All right. Follow up. We have a form that where you can follow up. Now, we heard always that the fortune is in the follow up, and it's true, but the real fortune is in doing all the 4 steps. Because if you don't make the list, you don't invite anybody, and you don't present, guess what? There's not going to be anybody to follow up. And that's the form. And again, all this in our Legacy Maker website. And it's going to be part of the vault too. Okay, people rarely join the first time they see the information. Most prospects need up to 7 exposures. However, there are people that have needed 41 exposures. How do I know? Because I was one of these people. In the company I was before, where we earned over $8 million, my upline, the person that sponsored me eventually, called me 41 times. Not every day, for 41 weeks. Every week he was connecting with me. I didn't count them. He counted. As a matter of fact, the reason we knew that is because in several presentations that he did, he said, took me bringing George 41 presentations, 41 weeks, no presentation, 41 follow-ups calling me. And he was calling me always asking for, hey, how you doing? Great. Let me tell you what happened. Always was telling me stories, or sending me something. Now, follow up, you have a closing. And you have seen this before. What do you like the best? What else do you like? Which part caught your attention the most? How much income would you like to earn per month? How much time per week can you realistic put into this? If you can earn the money you just mentioned, working the hours you just told me. The person, let's suppose, told me 1 hour a week, 5 hours a week. Can you see yourself doing this? Okay, then let's do it. That's the follow. That's the last step. The conclusion is 4 steps to success. Very simple. Your list, connect, invite, present, and follow up. Very